What's going on? All right. I'm going to attempt to do this. I'm not sure what's going on, but my my internet service provider is preventing me from getting on the internet. Now, I can connect externally from my studio, my internet here, my studio. If I go like from my phone, I can go check my internet service, and it's telling me that my internet is perfectly fine. It's telling me that my there's nothing wrong with my internet, that everything checks out okay from my internet provider service side. But when I try to connect here in my studio, I get nothing. I mean, nothing works. And because the mobile service in my area, it sucks really bad. So I don't know how well this is going to connect. I don't know if it's even connecting right now. I'm looking here on my mobile device to see if it's connected, but I don't know if it's actually going out. It kind of looked like it's just frozen to me. Um, it's really wild. It's really weird, actually. So I don't know what the deal is. So can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all should be able to hear me because I was checking that to make sure before I went on. Okay, people can hear me. Turn your volume up if you can't hear me. Okay, thank you. Let me see. Turn your volume up, please. So I think I might be able to. I don't know if I can turn it up anymore. Okay, that's the loudest I can turn it up. So I apologize for people that can hear me. Turn your volume up a little bit if you can. I'm not even sure if they're going to even allow people to even see this video. So I'm looking here on my mobile device to see if people can hear me, and it's really slow updating here because my mobile service here sucks really bad. It's really bad. But I have a unit to where I can connect my camera and connect out. And if I'm connected here, okay, one person said it sounds good. Okay, so look, I've been trying to go get my studio online all night. Actually, I did a broadcast with a group of two ladies and Doc, and I was able to go live with that from my studio, no problems at all. Went live to typically I go live to Rumble with that one, and it's called End of Now. And I'm live now on Rumble, at least I should be, and I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live everywhere else, but it's just I can't. I'm just really frustrated that my internet is not working, but when I log into my internet, it's telling me that everything is fine. It's almost like we don't, it's almost, I don't want to jump to any conclusions like they're just saying that they're not letting me go. Okay. All right. Well, cool. My producer says she's getting the feed, so it's good. Okay. So I did have some videos lined up that I wanted to show, but I can't show them. It's really, really weird. I wanted to share one video where Tucker was just talking about how these evil people, and Tucker's basically calling them evil. He's basically saying that after the past 2 years of all of the just blatantly bad policies, blatantly lying to the American people, blatantly taking America on a path of destruction, he and Tucker's basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, and Tucker's basically saying, how can anyone really say that they can support the Democrats? And actually, let me see. You know what? I think maybe what I'll do is I kind of stole my producer's laptop from her. So just so I can get this going. But what I think I'm going to do is, you know what? I'm going to see if I can play it, and I'll just turn the volume up here. Let me see if I can do this. And I'll just point it to the screen, and hopefully y'all can see some of this. But I thought it was very interesting. Yep, I'm just going to have to do it like this. I do apologize, but they're making me, it's like I don't have any choice. But let me turn this up. Hopefully this will come through. Okay, yeah, this will come through. I want y'all to hear what Tucker says. I want you to listen to what he says, because I want to play something else for you, because it is this, what we're seeing happening in our country, what we're seeing take place is like unbelievable to me. It's like unreal, surreal. Okay? Watch.
Midterm elections are always and everywhere a referendum on the party in power. That's true. That's true this year, too. But this year, they are not just that, they're more than that. In just 22 days, Americans will have the chance to render judgment on the unprecedented moral atrocities our leadership class has committed over the past 2 years. The shameless lying, the arrogance, the stupidity, the total incompetence, the unfairness, the relentless and vicious racism toward the majority of the American population. All of which together amount to, yes, attacks on democracy itself. If you believed in democracy, you would not act like this. No one has ever run a developed country with this degree of recklessness. The question is anyone ever going to be punished for it? That's what's really on the ballot this November 8th. So for Republicans, the election should be easy. Not that you should ever for a second underestimate their ability to screw it up anyway. They may. But the template for success is right in front of them. Just run against Joe Biden. There may be people out there who feel sorry for Joe Biden, but there's absolutely nobody who thinks or can argue with a straight face that he's doing a good job, because he's not.
Okay, I have to stop it there. I have to stop it there, because here's one time that I'm going to have to disagree with Tucker. I'm going to have to, and I'm going to come back to play the rest of that, because it's really good. But this is the one time that I'm going to have to disagree with Tucker, because Tucker got this one wrong. I'm sorry to say this, but Tucker got this one wrong, because there is actually one person that is lying to everybody, saying that Biden has done a great job. And who is that? This idiot here.
But in some cases, there's no substitute for experience. And I think that what we have been through with the legislation under the leadership of President Biden, who has done a spectacular job. He's had a better 2 years than most presidents that you can name, certainly in the recent generations.
You hear that? He's done a spectacular job? What? See, that's the only time I'm going to disagree with Tucker, because you have stupid Nancy Pelosi that actually said that.
Eighth. So for Republicans, the election should be easy. Not that you should ever for a second underestimate their ability to screw it up anyway. They may. But the template for success is right in front of them. Just run against Joe Biden. There may be people out there who feel sorry for Joe Biden, but there's absolutely nobody who thinks or can argue with a straight face that he's doing a good job, because he's not. So just say that. You're not the Biden candidate. Run on the economy, end crime, homelessness, it's everywhere. Have you noticed? Fentanyl, and on what Joe Biden has done to our southern border. Stick to the obvious issues, and you're probably going to win. How could you not? Surveys show that voters care most about inflation, jobs, and immigration. As it turns out, those are exactly the issues, according to a recent Harvard-Harris poll, that voters also believe are the top priorities of the Republican Party. So this is a moment Republicans rarely see. It's a moment where there's total alignment between their priorities and the priorities of the electorate. Again, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, doesn't happen very often, but this is one time the Republicans, I mean, this is so obvious, the choice here is so obvious You can't even hide it. The Democrats have created the policy because of their policies. We have all this crime that's happening in the world right now. And it's not just the United States of America. It's happening abroad. It's happening everywhere. And it's because of the policies of the left, this leftist ideology. Now, I want to make sure y'all could hear all of that, right? Y'all could hear all of that? Yeah, I'm guessing that y'all could hear. I just want to make sure before I keep going on here, because I have something else I want to share with you. And this next one is actually pretty disturbing too. But before I get to that, I just want to say, you know, we are seeing such a dramatic change in the United States of America, a dramatic change, not just in America, but we're seeing a dramatic change in the mindset of man. We're seeing people change their way of thinking to go along with just complete wokeness. The Wokers Party is pushing everything that is not beneficial to man, not beneficial to the United States of America. It's not beneficial. The stuff that they're pushing has nothing to do with anything. They're pushing wokeism, thinking that, you know what, everyone's going to get on board with this wokeism. But everyday people don't care about this stuff. Everyday people are concerned about how they're going to put gas in their tank, right? And you've heard me talk about this all the time. You've heard everybody talk about it. You've heard everybody constantly talk about it. You see the debates that's happening throughout the country right now, debate after debate after debate. And every single Republican should be drilling these Democrats about the crime, about the energy crisis, about the border crisis, about the inflation, the recession. Should be drilling them on all of that and saying and making the connection with them and the Biden regime. They should make that connection day in and day out, especially when they get on the debate stage. It shouldn't be anything else. That's all it takes. It should be that they need to bring up the fact that it was the Democrat Party, the Biden regime, that called you, yes, you, the parent, a domestic terrorist. They need to bring that up. Drill it in. Remind people what the Democrats have done. This is not something that we've seen that the Republicans have done. Now, again, I'm not saying that all the Republicans are peachy and just angels. I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. But what I am saying, that is the Republicans that have done the opposite of what the Democrats are doing. They have literally destroyed our country. And now the Democrats are literally saying that it's the Republicans that's going to destroy the economy if the Republicans get their way. Do you hear this? They're saying this. Joe Biden's been saying it. Karine Jean